From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And it worked forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow will throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover.
Here we go.
This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw here? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. The Bengals looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They were pretty early in this contest, and with one interception already thrown, when that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
the gun. They run it with Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try to run with Hall. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll give to Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, Burrow. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now they'll change things up.
Now they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
11.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Let's get set.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Romeo Doubs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have retaken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Hill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
He's got the hook up with Doubs.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready?
Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
11, Tommy.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. The York on now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 10.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Yellow.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now 2nd and 3.
Burrow will throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown!
Reggie Gilliam.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's caught by Mingo, right side.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Levante David.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Connor here on first. To about the 35, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And you start to think, if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Mahomes throw there taken in by Smith.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
3 quarters have come and gone.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On the draw, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Open man right side is Tony.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
It's caught. Smith. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 3rd and 6. On the counter, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers is got it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there, big fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Buda Baker with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.